Welcome to our video exploring the evolution of tourism on Tenerife through the lens of the butler model. We will start by diving into the local context, then journey through the island's tourism development featuring insightful interviews.
Tenerife is part of the Canary Islands, located in the Atlantic Ocean and off the northwestern coast of Africa. The island cluster has been under Spanish control since the 40s. Tenerife is the largest island of the Canaries and its capital is called Santa Cruz. The island has about 900,000 inhabitants and offers a rich culture as well as a valuable biodiversity. Tenerife is a paradise for tourists filled with beautiful beaches and captivating national parks. In addition, there's a variety of tourist attractions like whale watching, water sports, a museum, an observatorium, and lastly, nature explorations. The summer season is especially favored by tourists since temperatures reach from 50 to 20 degrees Celsius with lots of sunshine. Furthermore, there is a good road system which leads around the whole island and two airports, one in the north and one in the south of Tenerife. This infrastructure provides easy access for tourists and especially those living in Europe have minor trouble visiting the country. The development of Tenerife can be characterized with the help of the butler model. The butler model consists of 6 stages.
Also, ich weiß noch früher, vor den ganzen Touristen, da war ich immer mit meinen Freunden am Strand und wir haben die ganze Zeit auf der Straße gespielt. Aber jetzt, durch die ganzen Staus und so, geht das einfach alles nicht mehr.
In the exploration phase, the number of tourists is still quite small and limited by the availability of tourist facilities. Nature is still unspoiled. This phase started in Tenerife before 1980. During that time, tourist numbers were below 1.75 million.
Ich habe dann irgendwann einen Souvenirladen eröffnet, damit ich hier überhaupt noch was verdiene. Doch dann ist irgendwann Corona ausgebrochen und ich habe fast gar nichts mehr verdient. Von meinen Freunden habe ich auch gehört, dass es bei denen genauso war. Aber man muss ja auch ehrlich sagen, die Corona-Pandemie hatte auch ein paar Vorteile. Zum einen hatte ich hier die ganze Zeit meine Ruhe und zum anderen lag hier nicht die ganze Zeit Müll rum.
Between the years 1985 and 1990, in the involvement phase, more local inhabitants started to get involved. The number of hotels almost doubled since local residents started to provide facilities for tourists and market areas began to emerge. The infrastructure caters towards tourism as well with its multiple roads and airports. From 1995 onward, the tourist numbers increased, indicating that Tenerife was in the developmental stage. The tourist arrival rate is high. Tension between locals and tourists started to form.
Und dann nehmen uns die ganzen Touristen auch noch alle Jobs weg. Es werden anscheinend lieber Einwanderer angestellt, die sich als Einheimische ausgeben, anstatt wirkliche Tinafenios, so heißen wir hier, gut zu bezahlen oder aus der Arbeitslosigkeit zu helfen.
Based on our analysis, we now find ourselves in the consolidation phase in which tourism has become a major part in the local economy, contributing about 37% to the GDP. The rate of visitors have started to level off and a bias towards upper middle class tourists starts to form, hence the large number of 4-star hotels.
Die ganzen Massen an Touristen zerstören immer mehr unsere Umwelt und ständig werden hier neue Restaurants und Hotels gebaut.
I've been coming here for the king knows how long. I'm practically local, eh? My wife and I love hitting the proper beach bars here if we're up to the small stroll through the city center. Sad, I'm meeting a lot of other tourists here. Sometimes I feel like I've never left my own country.
The next phases will be the stagnation phase and either decline or rejuvenation of Tenerife. This will occur over the next decades. First, the peak number of tourists will have been reached in the stagnation phase. Since some accommodations will not be fashionable anymore, they can either decide to decline or rejuvenate. Declining could mean bars and cafes would have to close. Tourism would decline. Thus, the unemployment rate would rise and hotels would need to be renovated. Rejuvenation could be reached by government intervention. That could also include cleaning up beaches and establishing nature reserves, modernizing the area and accommodations, opening new bars and cafes, and other tourist activities. Overall, the place will have to adapt to tourism trends to stay fashionable and to not decline. In conclusion, Tenerife has exhibited a steady growth in its tourism industry. From 1980 and onward, it has grown to one of the top tourist destinations for Europeans. Whether or not it will be able to sustain its position in the future will depend on its ability to follow tourism trends. However, as local opinion starts to brittle, sustainable action will be needed.